All right, so you're thinking about a day trip from Barcelona, and you've heard about this incredible mountain monastery, Montserrat. Well, you've come to the right place. We're going to break down everything you need to know to make this trip absolutely amazing and, just as importantly, super smooth.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. People who go there consistently say it's the highlight of their entire trip. I mean, you've got this wild, dramatic nature mixed with some really deep history. It's just one of those places that sticks with you. So here's the game plan for today. First, we'll cover what Montserrat is all about. Then we'll hit the biggest choice you have to make right at the start. After that, we'll dive into a step-by-step guide for doing it yourself. Check out all the cool things to see and wrap it all up with some insider tips that'll make you feel like a pro. So what is Montserrat really? Well, just try to picture this. You've got this absolutely unique mountain range with these jagged, sawtooth peaks. And then nestled right into the side of it is this Benedictine monastery that people have been making pilgrimages to for almost 1,000 years. It's an incredible sight. And at the very heart of the monastery is this statue, La Moreneta, also known as the Black Madonna. She's the patron saint of Catalonia, and the story behind her is just awesome. The legend goes that when they tried to move her statue down from the mountain, she suddenly became impossibly heavy. It was like a sign, a sign that she was meant to stay right there. So they built the entire monastery right around her. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the logistics, because the very first decision you make is going to set the tone for your whole day. And here it is, the big question. Are you going to book a guided tour, or are you going to go rogue and do it yourself? And honestly, there's a good case to be made for both. So let's break it down, right? A guided tour is awesome because all the transportation is sorted for you, no stress, and you have an expert feeding you cool info. The downside? You're on their schedule. Going DIY, on the other hand, gives you total freedom to do what you want, when you want, and it can save you a few bucks. But you're the one who has to figure it all out. For the rest of this guide, we're going to focus on that DIY route. So for all you independent adventurers out there, this next part is for you. Here is your step-by-step battle plan. Okay, this is your 4-step playbook. Super simple. Step 1. You start at Plaza d'Espanya station. And this is critical, not the main Barcelona Sant station. Got it? Good. 2. Find the yellow FGC ticket machines. 3. Hop on the R5 train, making sure it's the one heading towards Manresa. And 4. Once you get to the base of the mountain, you get to choose your final ride up, the cable car or the rack railway. Now listen up, because if you only remember one thing from all of this, make it this. The train leaves every hour, but you absolutely want to be on that 8:36 a.m. train. Seriously, this is the secret sauce. It gets you up the mountain before all the tour buses dump their crowds, and you'll completely bypass those insane queues for the cable car. Trust me on this one. All right, let's talk money. You can just buy everything a la carte, piece by piece, which comes out to about 37 euros. Or you can get one of these package deals. The Trans Montserrat throws in the funiculars, and the Tote Montserrat adds the museum and lunch. So here's the bottom line. Unless you are 100% sure you're going to do everything, just buying the tickets you need as you go is usually going to be cheaper. Okay, here's a pro-level strategy for you. When you're going up the mountain, take the ARI, that's the cable car. It's super fast, and the views are just jaw-dropping. But for the trip back down, take the Cremallera, the rack railway. And here's why. This is the clever part. Its train station is one stop before the cable car station. This means you get to board the train back to Barcelona and snag a seat before that huge cable car crowd even shows up. It's a brilliant little hack. All right, so you did the planning, you made the journey. Now for the payoff. Let's talk about all the amazing things you get to see and do once you're actually up there. Okay, first things first. The absolute non-negotiables are the Basilica and, of course, seeing the Black Madonna herself. Just make sure you book time slots for both online way in advance. And if you can swing it, you have to see the boys' choir. They're one of the oldest in Europe, and they perform most weekdays around 1 o'clock. Beyond that, the hiking is spectacular, and there's a museum with a surprisingly great art collection that a lot of people miss. So what does this all look like in a perfect day? Well, if you catch that 8:36 train, you can be up visiting the Black Madonna by 10 a.m., easily beating the 11 a.m. Mass when access gets restricted. That gives you plenty of time for the Basilica, and then in the afternoon, you can ride a funicular up for some killer views, take a beautiful hike back down, and still be on a train back to the city before 6 p.m. And yeah, about that hiking, you've got some fantastic options. You can see the main routes on this map. A really popular one is to take the San John funicular way up high and then just enjoy a nice scenic walk back down to the monastery. You get all the incredible views with, a lot less of the uphill struggle.
Okay, we're in the home stretch. Let's wrap up with a few crucial insider tips that can seriously make or break your day. All right, a few final super important details. First, book your tickets for the Basilica and the Black Madonna at least 72 hours in advance. On the train out of Barcelona, try to get a seat on the left-hand side. That's where you'll get the first amazing views of the mountain. Remember, there's a dress code for the Basilica, so throw a scarf or a light jacket in your bag to cover your shoulders and knees. And this one's a biggie. If you buy one of those ticket passes online, you have to exchange the voucher for a real ticket back at the station. And that office closes at 2 p.m. Don't get caught out by that. Here's another tip, and it all comes down to this number, €4. That's what you could end up paying for just a small bottle of water once you're at the top of the mountain.
But the solution is so easy. There is a supermarket right there in the Plaza de España station. Before you even get on the train, just pop in and grab a big bottle of water. It'll save you a few euros and you'll be glad you have it.
And there you have it. It all comes back to that very first question. But now you are armed with all the intel you need to make the right call for you. So, what's it going to be? The ease and expertise of a guided tour? Or are you ready to blaze your own trail and create your own independent adventure? The choice is all yours.